Live from Cali College, welcome to the Tigers Den.
Welcome back to another episode of Tigers Den. I'm here with Andrew, Joe, and we got Jared. And we have a really big episode for you guys. We got a lot to talk about today, so let's get to it.
Let's start this thing off.
The first thing I want to talk about is NFL scores. We got the first game with a big upset. Well, if you guys call it an upset, we got the Giants and Seahawks. Giants won 17-12.
Colt McCoy's a beast. That's all I got to say. Super glad to see Colt McCoy do his thing. So that's all I got to say about it.
Atrocious game for the Seahawks defense, definitely. I mean, like, it does affect Russell Wilson's MVP status. He's definitely not in it anymore.
No, he's done.
But that's I think that's a good game to show that Seattle's losses aren't really Russell's fault, you know.
Yeah, I just think the Giants are they going to be the team that emerges out of the NFC East? I mean, we saw Redskins actually beat the Steelers tonight, so there's some a lot of difficulties going on within the NFC East, but Giants beating the Seahawks and the Redskins beating the Steelers. I mean, they look like two teams that actually want to win the division. So
Giants have a really, really tough schedule moving on. I know I think they play the Cardinals, the Browns. Those are some really tough teams. They're close. Yeah. Another big thing we got to kind of talk about as well is, and the Browns are 9-3. Yeah. It's 2020, folks. The Browns are 9-3.
This is what, their first winning season in 13 years?
Last time they
14.
made the Super Bowl, correction. Last time they made the playoffs, 2002.
Was that Bottlegate? Where they just threw bottles?
Dude, that
was a dirty game.
Terrible officiating, but I mean it was reasonable to an extent.
But yeah, we'll get to that. We'll get to that.
Reasonable.
On Giants and Seahawks, Jared blames the defense, but I honestly blame the offense because they only put up 12 points. The Giants have a solid defense.
I'll take that. The offense was not clicking, but you let the Giants.
That's true. With Colt McCoy at the quarterback, he hasn't. Just to let y'all know, Colt McCoy hasn't won a game in 4 years starting at quarterback. So shout out to the Seahawks for giving him his first dub in 4 years.
He's old now too. I mean, like he was at Texas in like 2007,
when
2008.
I was in like third, fourth grade.
I mean, so he's like, if he's like 22 coming out of college in 2008, 12, he's like 34 now. I mean, he's not a young guy. Like it's amazing he stayed in this league for so long and not won a game.
I agree. I think I'm just happy for him. Let's be real here. It's always kind of cool to see you back up win a game. Come in, do your thing, have a good time, and especially Colt McCoy, even though he's from Texas, and I don't, horns down. But I think that it's cool to see guys like that when backups come in, especially for the Giants who really need those wins, come in and win at the time where you need it most.
Yeah. You talking about backups? How about emergency backups like the Broncos?
Oh, we haven't got to talk about that yet. Yeah.
What a situation!
Yeah, they had to call up a practice? Did they call it practice squad?
Yeah.
Practice squad
wide receiver
who played a little bit of quarterback at Wake Forest.
What was his name? Kendall Hilton.
Kendall Hilton.
Yeah.
Hilton. I read something today that the Hall of Fame is actually going to take some items from Hilton's game, like his arm sleeve or whatnot, just because it was just such a weird situation. I mean, like, he didn't do good. Yeah. He threw 9 balls, got 1 completion, threw 2 picks.
Yep, 3 yards.
It was.
But
I mean, what can you do in that situation? That's like they might as well call me up and go out there and throw football.
I was waiting for it, man. I was waiting for that.
Check out the Twitter. We actually had a little suggestion for quarterback. Had Andrew.
I can throw some dimes, okay? Listen, I can throw dimes better than any quarterback you could ever think of. So they could have picked me up.
All right. Well, don't quote him on that.
No.
But all right, on to the next. We got the Lions beating your Bears 34-30. So what's up with the Bears, Andrew? Let me
Brace
know.
for impact.
I don't even understand. I don't. You lost to the Lions. My man Lovie Smith got fired for a 10-4 season because he didn't make the playoffs. Matt Nagy and Ryan Pace should have been fired on the spot as soon as they left that plane. Come on, man. You cannot choke a lead like the Lions did to us. We don't do that. We do not lose to the Lions. Ever. I'm so disappointed in my Bears this year. That's now 6 losses in a row. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 losses in a row, and somehow we're still in the hunt for the playoffs.
You know, it kind of reminds me of that LeBron James clip when he first got to Miami, and they said him and Chris Bosh, Dwayne Wade are up there on that stage. And he says, not one, not two, not three, not four, not 5, but 6 losses in a row. That's what that reminded me of. And,
Man.
Yeah, you guys lost without. The Lions were losing DeAndre Swift too. They didn't even have DeAndre Swift.
Hey, Adrian Peterson scored that last touchdown and helped me out in fantasy. So.
it kind of
Shout out
back
Adrian Peterson, looking like a beast.
my nostalgia, man. I mean, it triggered that because
What was 2-yard
Mitchell,
rush
hold
for
up,
touchdowns?
hold up. I didn't even bring this
he
up.
had a decent game.
Yeah.
I'm not hating on AJ Peterson. I'm just saying.
I don't know. You might have to see that touchdown again because it was like 3 dudes on him.
No,
and he
it was
just
a nice. It was a nice
powered through
touchdown.
all of them. But shout out Adrian Peterson. He's a GOAT.
I forgot to say one thing. Mitchell Trubisky had 2 chances, not 1, but 2 chances to win that football game. 2 chances. He fumbled the ball on our own 7-yard line. Gave him an easy chance to win the game. And then Allen Robinson ran out of bounds right before the first down line. And we lost the game. And listen, man, I am taking applications for, I'm just kidding, but I'd never do that.
Become a Panthers fan with
I,
me.
No. Goodness gracious.
All right.
But it's all right. We're okay. We'll move on. It's okay. We're just, and we can't even tank for a good pick. That's the sad part. We can't. I just want to see Nagy fired. That's it. I'm done.
Got you. On to the next. We got a blowout. We got the Patriots 45, Chargers with a fat donut.
Yeah, Justin Herbert still y'all's rookie of the year.
Oh.
Yes.
To be honest,
A goose egg.
okay. Justin Herbert threw for 209, 2 interceptions, and zero touchdowns.
0 tutties.
But listen. He's not my rookie of the year anymore, but he's still a good quarterback. That's just one bad game he
Who's
had.
your rookie of the year?
Yeah,
Justin Jefferson. Justin Jefferson is my rookie of the year. I mean, 1,000 yards, first 1,000-yard player in the Vikings since Randy Moss. That's legendary because Randy Moss is the best wide receiver of all time. So
Agree with you there too.
I mean, that's my rookie of the year. But back to the game, Justin Jefferson has had one bad game, and the Patriots, they had 2 special team touchdowns, so their special team was going. And their offense, the running game was going. Cam Newton did his thing. The defense obviously did their thing. So Patriots looking like they might be on a little come up.
Yeah.
So
It's crazy. Every week you want to say the Patriots are dead. The Patriots are dead. They can't make the playoffs, but yet they're sneaking up. So they still got a chance. I
Yeah,
really
they do.
hope the Patriots don't make the playoffs, but you never know.
This is what Justin Herbert's first bad game, right? He's thrown for over 300 yards every game, except for like the Chiefs, but he was thrown in late minute. I mean, he's still my rookie of the year. I think Justin Jefferson is good. I'm still gonna take Joe Burrow over him for that.
whoa,
What? Joe Burrow for the rookie of the year?
His ACL is.
He's done.
Just because I know, right now, even though he's injured, I'm still
Hey,
taking.
cancel culture. We might have to cancel Jerry.
Yeah, I don't know about that. Yeah,
I don't know about that.
And-
Hey, I'll take it.
I'm not hating on him.
Because we bashed Tua for not playing.
Yeah, you guys did. I didn't.
I bashed Tua for not playing, so
Tua's
now
playing
Joe
great.
Burrow is out, so I'm not gonna say I'm gonna bash him because he tore his ACL, but I can't give him rookie of the
We
year.
called it, though.
Yeah.
We did call it.
No. Yeah, obviously
O-line.
Joe Burrow's out of the rookie of the year conversation, but if he was still if he just now got injured, I'm still ranking him higher.
It's an interesting take.
Yeah.
That's an interesting take. I'm not against it. I see your point, but at the same time, I don't know. I don't really know who my rookie of the year
I
is.
think as a quarterback, it's got to be more about wins. Like a wide receiver.
No, yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. Yeah, that's why because Joe Burrow is a better quarterback than Justin Herbert, but Justin Herbert has wins, and he's playing good. But dude, Joe Burrow's better.
I have to give
I
that.
don't know how you guys don't see that.
That's a great argument. I'm actually excited to see. Let's put a pin on it, and we'll look back next year around this time and we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
Who's gonna get this title? I'm excited to see who wins.
Darn. Yeah.
On to the next game. We got the Raiders beating the Jets 31-28. And I just want to say,
Can I just walk out?
I just want to say here at Cali College, our mascot is Tank the Tiger. And I think Jets head coach Adam Gase might as well become the new Tank the Tiger because he's officially in tank mode.
That was beautiful.
He literally wants to tank for the Jets because, I mean, they're blitzing the whole team. Like, it didn't make any sense. They blitzed the whole team, and they leave Henry Rugg one-on-one. Like,
Against a late rookie
corner.
pick.
Like,
Yeah,
I mean, it just didn't make any sense. Like, I think whoever owns the Jets just called Adam Gase and say, yo,
Hey,
it's about that
Gary
time.
Vaynerchuk next
It's
over.
about that time.
He should have been fired already, first of all, for the performance he's had this year. Also, at first, I felt bad for the Jets. And then I went back and because I didn't watch the game at first.
They
I
definitely
saw
did
they
on
lost.
purpose.
I came back and looked, and we were talking about it on our chat. And we looked and we're like, man, they just threw that game away.
You don't run man blitz on a Hail Mary attempt in any situation.
And it's just crazy because, like the Raiders didn't have any timeouts.
Nope.
It was 24-28. They had to score a touchdown.
You run zone,
They're
you win that game.
they're at midfield. They're at like the 50-yard line. It just didn't make any sense.
It wasn't even a Hail Mary. That's the
Yeah,
thing.
it
Like,
wasn't
it was
Hail
just
Mary.
like a simple go route or a double move, I think.
Yeah.
But like, it wasn't anything like it wasn't. It didn't. If it would have happened with like 3 minutes left, as opposed to like in the final 10 seconds, it wouldn't be looked at as like that big of a deal. But you can't let that happen
put yourself
with
in
10 seconds left.
Let's put yourself in Sam Darnold's shoes here, right?
Mm-hmm.
You do a decent job. Now,
Decent.
You have a chance to win a game. And then your DC and Adam Gase come over and say, you know what?
You know what you did doesn't
we
really.
want Mr. Sunshine. We
Doesn't
want
matter.
Sunshine.
Doesn't matter what Sam Darnold does. I mean, let's be honest. This is his last go around.
Starting
I mean, we'll see how long they develop whoever they bring in. Because
Under Sam Darnold?
we would. I mean, yeah. Okay, I have a decent amount of respect for Sam Darnold. He's made some great plays, but
He's good.
I don't know if he's running for his life like Joe Burrow, but I mean, he's.
At least Joe Burrow has weapons.
That is
Yeah,
true.
that's true.
Had.
Yeah.
Something about Joe Burrow that I got to mention in that offensive line. I don't know when you have this game coming up, but the Jaguars and Bengals. But there was a little scuffle. It got 5 players ejected and benches were cleared. But then somebody got a picture of the 5 guys on the Bengals offensive line. They are all sitting on the bench during that scuffle. So that just tells you everything you need to know about that Bengals offensive line. Like, they're not even going to fight for their team. That's sad. And it kind of breaks my heart because there's a Jayhawk on that offensive line. So,
Well,
I mean, yeah. But,
what do you expect?
What did you expect?
What do you
but-
expect?
oh, well. Yeah, Bengals offensive line. It's going to need some revamp.
Going back to the Jets. Luckily, or good. Hopefully, I don't even know how to explain it. I'm just happy. Greg Williams is out of a job again. That dude is trash.
Trash.
I don't know why.
NFL
I don't
coach.
know why trash teams keep on picking him up. He's a nuisance to the whole team. Like, have you guys seen Hard Knocks with the Browns?
Or he's the one that did Bounty Gate, isn't he?
Yeah, Bounty Gate.
Then I hate him.
Bro, he did
Yeah,
that.
I hate him.
I was reading up on Greg Williams, like his history. It's like, why do people still keep on hiring him? They did like stats for all of his defenses, all 26th, 25th, and then he admitted to Bounty Gate with the Saints, right? It was Saints.
Yep.
And then he admitted to doing the same thing with his other teams. I don't know about this year. He might admit to it now that he's fired, but
Everybody, let's blitz, and I'll pay you money to blitz. Woo!
I'm just happy. Now next is Adam Gase, and
Get him out of
maybe
there.
the whole organization.
I think he's worse. I think he's worse. Adam Gase is worse than Matt Nagy, and that says something.
Well, you got a lot of bias there. So.
Well, Adam Gase, you seeing this, and
You suck.
when you get fired, because I know you will get fired, come to Cali College, come dress up as Tank.
Oh.
Yeah, I think we could definitely make that happen. So come dress up as Tank, because that's exactly what you're doing to your football team. Well, guys, Saturday the men's basketball team finally had their first scrimmage against Sunrise Christian Academy. Let's just talk about this amazing game. Even though it was a scrimmage, first of all, Cali Sports Network today released their numbers. They had 14,000 live viewers at once. So at the same time, 14,000 viewers. So that is super cool. And Kobe, we're going to I want to push it over to you first. Just tell me as a player on the team and just as a team in general, how do you guys think you did?
Of course, there are a lot of things we did wrong that we want to correct, get better on. But overall, we were just excited to play and finally get back out there on the court. Kelly did a great job with having the fans there and separating them and keeping their mask on. And, the players on the bench, we have our mask on and our water bottles. And I think they did they did a good job of, keeping everything contained while still keeping everybody safe and watching the game and having fun. But, yeah, we was just anxious to play. I haven't played since March 20th. Cali basketball sophomores on the team.
March.
They haven't played since March. I got some more teammates. They haven't played since February, some January. So, we was just very anxious to play. Even during the warm-ups, we're just anxious to do warm-ups. We're anxious to do anything other than practice. So, it was just great to be out there playing again. It was fun. I'm ready to play again.
Yeah, it was another team. And not only that, it was Sunrise Christian Academy. It was a close game the whole time. We had some stuff to work on, but you know what? A dub's a dub, and honestly, I enjoyed that game so much. Just to see some live action back on that court and the guys just having a good time and starting to feel themselves again. Those pregame jitters. It's good to get that stuff out now, so then when we come back in January getting ready to play NOC Tonkawa, one of the biggest games for Cali each year, starting off the season back-to-back, it's going to be fun to watch those games and see not the fans, because there won't be fans in January, but how people go back, fight really hard back and back and back. I hope they do really good.
I think something to take away from that game was definitely the turnovers that Sunrise had compared to your guys' turnovers. When I was manning the camera, I heard over my ear that I think Sunrise almost had 50 or 60 turnovers or something like that. You guys only had 10. Yeah. I thought that was really impressive. It doesn't really compare to 3-point percentage.
We won't talk about that.
No, we will. We're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it right now. We'll talk about it right now.
Bring it up, Kobe. What you got?
So we won 116 to 115. But we went 5 for 41 shooting threes.
Hey, Kobe, who hit the first three?
Me.
It was second half. I think everyone on the court and watching just took a big, if you've seen last year's Cali team, just took a big sigh of relief. We hit a three, and Kev started off a little bit cold, Kevin Clark, and then he started warming up behind the arc, and it was just really fun to see.
I just think with the high-scoring offense that Cali, plays, and the high pace that they play, fast-paced, not high-paced, that doesn't make any sense. But with the style of play that you guys play, and only hitting 5 threes the whole game, that's only 15 points, and you said you scored 116? That means I scored 101 points without the three ball, and that is unheard of in college basketball. And so the fact of the matter is there's nothing to be worried about, because, if you can still put up a 100 piece and, only hit 5 threes, or you can put up a 100 piece without threes, that's talent, and you're going to be fine.
And I know we've talked about it before, and we've talked all personally, but, man, Clarence, like King is his last name, right? Clarence? Clarence, man, I give you mad props. That guy played really hard. He broke a guy's ankles, drove all the way to the basket, got an and one. That was super fun to watch. And it's good to have you on the team. I think, honestly, a dub's a dub. It was just super fun to kind of being that. Even if there's no fans, you still get to see some ball. That's all that really matters to me. I get to see ball.
I want to give some prop to Sunrise because of
major props.
Big props to Sunrise. I just want to get this out the way. That was a very good team. Yeah. And, they were cool to talk to on the court. I was on the court talking to the players the whole time. Not talking trash, but, not talking trash. But,
sure?
Maybe one time. But, shout out to Sunrise. They came in
They
I
played
mean,
their hearts out,
they was
man.
the only people that wanted to play us. So respect to them,
Yeah.
because nobody else wanted to give us a chance.
Because
So,
we're that good.
So shout out to Sunrise, good coaching, good
Great
players,
coaching.
and just a good organization. Period.
Yeah, right.
But there's just a lot of talent on the floor, and shout out to some of the guys on the Cali basketball team. Interviewed them. Check out our story on the basketball team on our newscast.
Plug.
Yeah.
But listen,
it's
man.
on the same channel that this is posted on. So.
And also, I want to give a shout out to the fans for coming out,
Yes.
supporting us. And don't worry, don't ever be scared. If we're down, we got this. We're gonna come back. And I know you guys are nervous, but
Yeah.
just get this though. This was our very first scrimmage of the season, and it was Sunrise's 12th scrimmage of the season. So
Wow. Let me
for
tell you
us
something.
to win that game,
Yeah.
it's just a lot for us to be playing. But shout out to the fans. We love y'all and we appreciate y'all.
Yeah, I'm super excited. It was so fun to have fans there. And it was just a scrimmage, but you could tell. And obviously, since we were maxed out in capacity-wise at WS Scott, to see 14,000 people watching on Cali Sports Network is huge. I know Zach is very thankful for those numbers, and to show that people really care for a good stream there is amazing. But Sunrise, I'm going to talk a little bit about Sunrise here. I came in, me being a Cali guy myself, came in thinking, oh, Sunrise is going to get destroyed. Sunrise is going to get destroyed. After 10 minutes of that game, I realized, man, Sunrise is a really good team. And I really enjoyed, I kind of just stepped back for a second and said, at first I'm thinking, these guys are just high schooler players. But you got to think, all those guys are going D1 basically.
They're no. Most of them are college.
They're post grad.
they're
postgrad.
It's a
Man,
prep.
that
yeah.
20, I don't know,
They're
22.
they're basically a college basketball team.
And I don't know 22's number, but that guy was it was super cool. I thought it was just very disrespectful when he dunked and just hung there and looked down and got a technical for it. But, it was cool. It was super cool to see a good team like that come to Cali. And actually, Kobe had a great point. No one except Sunrise decided that they're going to actually try to even scrimmage the men's basketball team. What does that say about the country and people around the KJCC, Region 6, all those people? They don't want to play us.
Well, yeah, and Sunrise Christian Academy, home to Buddy Heald.
Yeah.
So, big.
Exactly.
I mean, they're
Connor
they're-
Frankamp?
No.
Not Connor Frankamp.
Wichita North for Connor Frankamp. But,
No, whatever.
but, I mean, they're not, just some, standard prep academy. I mean, they're a real thing. They had Ty Berry. He's at Northwestern now. I mean, Ty Berry's a Newton product normally, but he did his last year at Sunrise for good reason.
Yeah.
So I mean, there are a lot of different guys that come through Sunrise, and they're a great team. And the fact that Cali went in there and took care of business against them, it's a good thing to see. A lot of potential on this Tigers team.
A dub's a dub. That's all I got to say. A dub's a dub. We might have won by a point. We played. It was super fun. As we all said, super fun to sit there and watch.
Dub.
A dub is a dub. We're going to eat it like Jameis Winston does. And NOC Tonkawa, you better be ready, my friends.
Nice. Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes another episode of Tigers Den. I know you're tired of watching us nerds talk about sports. But we appreciate y'all tuning in and watching us talk about sports. And until next time,
Peace
Tigers
guys.
out.